Hello students, my name is S.V. Jagtap, Assistant Professor in Digi College of Commerce, Satara. Today I am going to teach you the concept of element of cost. So first, here which elements of cost are involved in the concept of element of cost we can see. First is direct material, second is direct labor, third is direct expenses, and fourth is indirect or overhead expenses. In cost account, the expenditure is analyzed by different methods and in a greater detail. The broad heading under which the total expenditure is analyzed are known as element of cost, and they are direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, and indirect or overhead expenses. It is usual to divide the total expenditure into two categories, that is direct and indirect. Here direct expenditure is that which can be conveniently allocated to a particular job or product or unit of service. If for example if a shoe is made, the leather which is which it is made and the wages paid to the worker are direct expenses. Similarly, when the book is printed, the cost of paper, wages paid to compositor, proofreader, etc. are direct expenses. And here indirect expenses is that expenditure which cannot be conveniently allocated to a particular product or a job or a unit of service, and which is incurred for the undertaking as a whole, that is factory rent, timekeeper wages, etc. So here first is direct wages or direct material. So first is direct material. It is that material which can be conveniently identified with a particular cost unit. Thus, it become a part of the product and can be measured and charged directly to the product. For example, here timber used in chair, bricks used in building, leather used in leather goods, etc. These are the parts: timber, bricks, and leather. These are the part of the product and can be measured and charged directly to a product. Means here timber used in chair, so timber is directly charged or identified. The product is identified. It means it is a direct material which can be conveniently identified with a particular cost unit. These are the example here: timber used in chair, bricks used in building, and leather used in leather goods. These are the conveniently identified with a particular cost, so it is known as direct material. On the other hand, thread used in cloth, glue used in cardboard boxes, nails used in shoes, and glue used in cardboard boxes. These are the example, or though they form a part of product, they are not treated as direct material from the viewpoint of convenience, because these are the small parts. Nails used in furniture or glue used in furniture, these are the small parts, so these are the indirect material. And direct material which can be conveniently identified means timber used in chair, it can be, we can conveniently identify this material, this raw material or this material. Or bricks used in building, leather used in shoes or purse, we can directly or conveniently identify, so that is called as direct material. Second, all materials specially purchased for a particular job, order or process. These are the example of direct material. So these are direct materials which can be conveniently identified with a particular cost unit and directly charged to a product. Second is direct labor. Direct labor refers to salaries and wages paid to workers directly involved in the manufacture of a specific product or in performing a service. For example, wages of worker who stitches shirt, production manager and delivery truck driver. Direct labor includes all employees responsible for producing a company's product or services. Means here are some pictures which are help to understand the concept of direct labor. Means here the laborers which engage in actual production or in the carrying on the operation or process of the production activities. Means direct labor which are the employees directly responsible for producing a company's product or services and which are included in the process or involved in the process of manufacturing product, specific product. Third is direct expenses. These are the expenses which can be directly allocated to cost center or cost unit. For example, cost of special design, layout expenses. Other example includes office supervisor, accountants, sales team members, maintenance of staff and administrative assistants. Here direct expenses are example are given. Here examples are given. This some direct expenses means here carriage inward or raw material purchase or so truck or van used. So carriage inward expenses are also called direct expenses. These are the examples. Or factory electricity charges. These are the examples of direct expenses. After that, indirect or overhead expenses. Indirect or overhead expenses, expenses of general nature not capable of being directly chargeable to any particular job or order or unit of cost are termed as overhead expenses. For example, here factory rent, timekeeper wages, etc. These are the expenses over and above the cost of direct material, direct labor and direct expenses. It is defined in the terminology of the cost accounting as the aggregate of indirect material cost, indirect wages and indirect expenses. And by the word of indirect, in this connection is the meaning or meant that which cannot be allocated but which can be apportioned to or absorbed by cost center or cost unit. After that, indirect material. Indirect material, a material which cannot be allocated but which can be apportioned to by cost center or cost unit, such as brick and cement used in maintenance of buildings. Here maintenance of building, these bricks and cement used for maintenance of building. This is and another example, nails used in furniture, fevicol used in furniture, or lubricants, cotton waste, bricks, cement used in maintenance of building, stores used by service department. Even though some of the material form a part of the product, they are used in such a small quantities or are of the small value that it is preferred to treat them as indirect material. Here means thread used in cloth, or nails used in furniture, glue used in cardboard boxes, glue used in cardboard boxes, or nails used in furniture, or thread used in cloth. These are the examples of indirect material. After that, next, indirect labor. The labor which does not affect the construction of the finished product is treated as indirect labor. Here, indirect labor means the labor which does not affect the construction of the finished product is treated as indirect labor. For example, wages of factory clerks. For example, wages of factory clerks, timekeeper wages, wages or employees in service department. These are the example: cost accountant, production supervisor, human resource, sales and marketing. These are the examples of indirect labor. Means here which does not affect the construction of the finished product is treated as indirect labor, which are not involved in production activity, which are not involved in production activity or manufacturing activity. These are the indirect labor. Means the labor which does not affect the construction or composition of finished goods or finished product. The labor which does not affect the construction or composition of the finished product is treated as indirect labor. Wages paid or payable to such labor cannot be attributed or allocated to a particular product, but they are apportioned to be absorbed by cost center or cost unit on some reasonable basis. These are the indirect labor. After that, indirect expenses. These expenses are of so general in nature and they are not incurred for any particular product or service. For example, rent and insurance of building. Overhead are subdivided as factory overheads, office overheads, and administrative overheads, selling and distribution overheads. Here of it means indirect expenses means these are the general nature expenses and which are not incurred for any particular product or service. These are the general expenses. Rent or insurance, these are the example of this indirect expenses. Here overhead are subdivided in three parts. First is factory overheads, second is office and administrative overheads, and third is selling and distribution overheads. Here factory overheads means expenses which are incurred in respect of factory, such as factory rent, factory insurance, depreciation of factory building and machinery, etc. And here administrative expenses or administrative or office overheads means expenses incurred by administrative office, such as staff salaries, depreciation and repair of office building, printing and stationery, etc. These are the example of administrative or office overheads. Third is selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution overheads means expenses related to distribution. Expenses related to distribution such as advertisement, godown rent, carriage outward, delivery man expenses and depreciation. And by grouping of these element of cost or division of total cost is made. Here prime cost. Prime cost means here prime cost is equal to direct material, direct labor plus direct expenses is known as prime cost. These are the combined factor or the totaling of these direct expenses means direct material, direct labor and direct expenses are known as prime cost. So thank you. Here the concept of direct material element of cost or direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, indirect material and indirect expenses, indirect labor is completed. Thank you for your cooperation.